We just got some crazy announcements from Lucasfilm themselves regarding The Mandalorian Season 4, The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and Ahsoka Season 2. Let's jump right into this. So yesterday, Lucasfilm and Star Wars tweeted that The Mandalorian and Grogu movie is indeed happening and production starts very soon. Now, there's been a lot of speculation regarding this Mandalorian and Grogu movie, what's going to be happening with The Mandalorian Season 4, and now we finally have an official answer. Over the course of the last few months, there's been a lot of rumors regarding, Mandalorian Season 4 is going to be a movie, it's not anymore, and then a couple weeks ago, it was speculated once again that it indeed will be a movie instead of a season on Disney+, and now Lucasfilm has finally put an end to this kind of back and forth rumor mill online regarding the Season 4 movie, telling us that we indeed are going to receive a Mandalorian and Grogu movie in the near future, and that it will be the first Star Wars movie to hit theaters in this upcoming Star Wars line of theatrical releases. Now, the first movie that was supposed to come out was the Rey movie, but now that has been pushed back seemingly for this Mando movie to come out first. Now, a little bit more information about this movie. We don't have a ton, we just know who is involved with it and when production starts. Jon Favreau is going to direct and produce the upcoming movie with Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni on the film as producers. Of course, details about what the movie is actually about are being kept under wraps for a while until there's story beats to tell us, there's trailers to be released, pictures, photos from set. For now, we have the general idea that we are going to get a Mando and Grogu movie, and apparently the title right now is The Mandalorian and Grogu. I don't know if that's the official title or a working title. Either way, not a huge deal. But this is some very exciting news. Another piece of news to go along with this that just came out within the last few hours is that this movie may not be replacing Season 4. Yes, you heard that right. This whole time we're speculating about Season 4 is going to be turned into a movie. Now we know there's going to be a movie, but this movie might not take the place of Season 4. There may still be a Mandalorian Season 4 to come in the future, most likely after this movie, if it does happen at all. Which is really interesting because, again, this whole time we've been speculating that the movie is going to replace what would have been Season 4 and just bring it to a more condensed version in the theaters. Now we know that this might not be the case and that we still might get a continuation of the Disney Plus series, which is very interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, but if they do have more story to tell outside of that film and feel that it needs to be in the series format, I say go for it. We're just going to have to wait and see, like a lot of other things regarding this news. Now, we've got some Ahsoka Season 2 news up next, but before that, I want to get into one small other detail about this Mandalorian movie, and that is Pedro Pascal. Now, it was recently reported that Pedro Pascal was not on set at all for The Mandalorian Season 3. He just put in his voice lines. Us hardcore Star Wars fans know that this has been the case since even Season 2. Pedro was barely on set and just recorded voice lines and appeared when he could, leaving almost all of the work in the Mandalorian suit up to body doubles, stunt doubles, etc. Now, this news, paired with the news that we're going to be getting a Mandalorian movie, raises the question, to me at least, is if we're going to see Pedro Pascal star in this movie. Now, we know Pedro Pascal is very busy with The Last of Us. He's been casted in Marvel now. He's got a lot on his plate, which is a big reason why he has been absent from The Mandalorian, which sucks, but really, as long as we hear the voice, we don't really see his face a whole lot. It doesn't make all that much of a difference. My gripe with this has always just been to give more credit to the people who are really in the suit, which I think we have seen as of late, and I hope it continues. Now, again, are we going to see Pedro Pascal in this film? It depends on his schedule and when this movie is going to be ramping up filming. I really hope we can see Pedro in it, and I assume this movie being in theaters will kind of spark his interest to appear in it more than a Disney Plus show. So that's just a question I had to ask myself and kind of put out there into the world, is that if we will see Pedro in this movie, I really hope we will. I hope the draw of it being a theatrical release will kind of bring him back into that role, but if not, again, give credit to the people in the suit. Now, also in this article, an announcement from Lucasfilm and Star Wars. They decided to quickly throw in less than a sentence confirming that Ahsoka Season 2 is official and it is in development/production. Now, we've been talking about this for a while, saying that Ahsoka Season 2 is being considered for a green light now that Dave Filoni has creative control, it's almost inevitable that a season 2 will happen, and that they even plan for the stories to continue past season 1, whether that be in a movie or a season 2. But now it's official, season 2 is coming. We just don't know when or when they start filming, but we can only assume it's going to be before or after this Mandalorian film. We don't know how much Ahsoka's really going to tie in with the greater picture of this film. And it also should, and I feel like has to be, before the Heir to the Empire movie, because we need those stories that were left unanswered in Ahsoka Season 1 to be answered before we head into the Heir to the Empire movie and get the big face-off with Thrawn and all these characters. My big gripe with this Mandoverse is that while we do have some connective tissue, characters showing up at other people's shows, now we're getting some movies that are going to add more connective tissue, we have yet to see them all team up for the greater good, which is Thrawn. He has been mentioned in all these shows, but we need to see some haste, some fear in these characters' eyes that they need each other to take him down, which I can only assume is going to be built up more in this Mando movie, which is also why I assume they decided to release this Ahsoka Season 2 news alongside the Mandalorian movie news. Also, within the last few hours, Lucasfilm has released some concept art from Ahsoka Season 2, which shows Ahsoka and Sabine on the hand of the father where Balin's skull was at the end of Season 1. If you want to hear my thoughts on this and some speculation on it, I'm going to be dropping a video right after this one, taking a deep dive into that concept art and what we can expect from the beginning of Season 2. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure to hit subscribe, turn that notification on so you can get that video as soon as it comes out. But besides that, that is all the news that we recently got about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie and Ahsoka Season 2. I am very excited for this. I really have faith in the people in charge of it, and I think this is going to be a great story. It's going to be interesting to see Mandalorian and Grogu on the big screen. It's going to be a very odd experience to see since we're so used to watching them in the comfort of our homes, but I think it will have a good transition over to a feature-length film in the theaters, and I'm really looking forward to learning this release date and getting ready to speculate, review, and check this movie out as soon as it comes out. Tell me what you guys think about all this news down in the comments below. Are you as excited as I am? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.